Hello everyone, welcome to Light Gym classes. So in this video we will be discussing about Bahadur Shah 1. Okay, so basically we have two sets of rulers. Okay, two sets of Mughal rulers. The early Mughal rulers and the later Mughal rulers. So in the early Mughal rulers, you obviously know some of them. Okay, we have Babur, then we have Humayun, then we have Akbar, then we have Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb was the last of the early Mughal rulers. Now the difference between the early Mughal rulers and the later Mughal rulers is early Mughal rulers were really strong. Okay, of course they did have some vices here and there, but they were really strong. They expanded their empire, they focused on economy. Overall, the Mughal empire reached its zenith during the uh, early Mughal rulers. Okay, so for example, Shah Jahan built this Taj Mahal, right? Fatehpur Sikri. Aurangzeb expanded his empire. So these were really strong rulers, the early Mughal rulers. Now, after Aurangzeb, starting with Bahadur Shah, we have a series of late Mughal rulers. So these were extremely weak minded, weak willed rulers. So we will start with Bahadur Shah 1. Okay, so he was the first in category of the late or weak Mughal rulers. Then we will explore Jahandar Shah, Farooq Siyar, Muhammad Shah. Okay, Jahandar Shah, Farooq Siyar, Muhammad Shah, Ahmad Shah, Alamgir, Shah Jahan III, Shah Alam II, Akbar Shah II, and Bahadur Shah Zafar. You obviously know Bahadur Shah Zafar. So there is actually a difference between Bahadur Shah 1 and Bahadur Shah Zafar. Okay, so this was the first of the late Mughal rulers, and he was the last of all Mughal rulers. Okay, he was deposed of by the Britishers during after the 1857 war. Okay, after the war of 1857. Okay, you obviously know that. So for exams, this chapter is not that important. Okay, but some questions may come. Now the problem is that we don't have jobs and the competition is rising. So we have to explore and study in depth all of these topics. So first we will be discussing about Bahadur Shah 1. Okay, so Bahadur Shah 1, okay, Bahadur Shah 1. So he was the seventh Mughal ruler. Seventh Mughal ruler. Aurangzeb was the sixth Mughal ruler. Bahadur Shah 1 was the seventh Mughal ruler. Now Aurangzeb died in 1707. Okay, 1707 Aurangzeb died. Now 1707 is a very important date in the history of Indian subcontinent. Mughal Empire, okay, during the reign of Aurangzeb was the largest, one of the most prosperous kingdoms in the world. India contributed the highest to the world's GDP during the era of Aurangzeb. Okay, truly a golden age, truly a golden age. But after Aurangzeb, all the rulers were weak and Indian GDP went down, and so did the Mughal Empire. So Aurangzeb died in 1707. Remember this. This is a very important date. Okay, 1707. Now, after his death, there were three main rulers, three main princes. One was Muhammad Azam. Okay. Then we have Kambaksh. Okay, Kambaksh. And then we have Muazzam. Okay, now Azam and Kambaksh was killed by Muazzam. So Muazzam became the seventh Mughal ruler. After Muazzam became the seventh Mughal ruler, he assumed the title of Bahadur Shah 1. Okay, he assumed the title of Bahadur Shah 1. So this is the Mughal Empire in 1710. Okay, 1710. This is the empire of Mughal Empire. Okay, this is the map of Mughal Empire. So as you can see, we have a lot of green. So basically this is all Mughal Empire. Okay, all of this area is Mughal Empire. Now in the orange we have the Marathas. Okay, in the orange we have Marathas. So let's look in depth the region of Bahadur Shah 1. Okay, so first we have to know that Muazzam, okay, Muhammad Azam, that one was princess in and of Aurangzeb, one of the son of Aurangzeb, was defeated by Muazzam in Jajwa. Okay, Muhammad Azam was defeated by Muazzam in Jajwa. This is a very important place, Jajwa. Okay, and then another prince, that was Kambaksh, he was defeated by Muazzam in Hyderabad. Okay, so that's all. That's two important details we have. Okay, Muazzam defeated Kambaksh in Hyderabad, and Muazzam defeated Muhammad Azam in Jajwa. So these are the two important places we have. Okay, and one important thing you have to know: 1707 is the time which is a year which Aurangzeb died. Very important date. Okay, so he ascended to the throne. Now, Aurangzeb was a very nasty ruler. Okay, he was very intolerant, but on the other hand, okay, Aurangzeb was very intolerant, but Bahadur Shah, Prince Muazzam, was very secular. He was weak, but very secular and very tolerant. So what happened is he actually reversed many of the policies of his father. Okay, he actually reversed many of the policies of his father. So he even abolished jizya. So jizya was a tax on Hindus. So this tax was imposed maybe for pilgrimage, maybe for residence. So this was a tax on Hindus by the Mughal rulers. So this tax was abolished by Bahadur Shah. So he was actually a very tolerant and secular ruler, but weak. He was a weak ruler. So then we have other powers like, of course, you know Marathas. They were a dominant power during the time of Aurangzeb and even became more powerful with the decline of Mughal Empire. So, as you can see, there were rulers like Rajput, Marathas, and Jats. So let's explore them, each of them in detail. Okay, so we will be discussing about the contemporary rulers of Bahadur Shah. So Bahadur Shah was ruling, and there were other rulers like the Rajputs, the Marathas, the Jat, and of course the Bundelas. So let's explore each of them in detail. So what happened is during the time of Bahadur Shah, as I mentioned, he was a tolerant and secular ruler. Okay, so he actually made amendments with many of these rulers. He said sorry, okay, anything that happened in the era of Aurangzeb was wrong. Let's be friends. Okay, so basically, we have the Jat leader, okay, Charuman. So he forgave them. He made an alliance with him. Okay, and then we have Chatrasal. He was a Bundela king. Okay, so basically, Bundelas and Jats are the rulers in the northern and central parts of India. So this is, let's say, India. Okay, so this is Kashmir, and this is the rest of India. Okay, so this is northeast India. So here in the Haryana region, we had the Jats. Okay, so we have the Jats. So their ruler was Charuman. Charuman. Okay, and then we have in the central region, in the near central region, we have the ruler called as Chatrasal. He was a Bundela ruler. Okay, so he was a friend of Jahangir. I'm not sure about that. But eventually they became enemies. The Mughal kingdom and the Bundelas became enemies. But under the under the reign of Bahadur Shah, they became friends. Okay, so that's we have to know. Now coming to the part called as the Marathas. So as I mentioned, there was a kingdom, the Maratha kingdom, established by great Shivaji. Okay, so the kingdom was established by Shivaji. Now after the death of Shivaji, he was succeeded by his son called as Shambhaji. Okay. Now Shambhaji also waged war against Aurangzeb. But however, Shambhaji was captured and executed by Aurangzeb. Now Shambhaji had a son, Shahu. Okay. So this was Shivaji. He established the Maratha Empire. He was succeeded by Shambhaji. Shambhaji. Okay. Shambhaji was executed by Aurangzeb. All right. Now, after Shambhaji, okay, his younger son was also imprisoned by Aurangzeb. His name was Shahu. Okay, so Shahu was imprisoned by Aurangzeb. He was a little minor when he was imprisoned. He and his mother was imprisoned by Aurangzeb. Now, after Aurangzeb died, Bahadur Shah released Shahu. Okay, he said sorry. He made amendments with them. Not exactly sorry. He said let's be friends. Okay, so you rule this part of Maratha kingdom. This area, whole area is mine. Okay, so let's make peace. Let's make amendments. So that's why he released Shahu. Okay, now he basically made peace with the Rajputs and other Hindu rulers. Okay, Rajputs, Jats, and Bundelas. Okay, he made peace with the Marathas, but with Sikhs he was very confirmative. He was very, what's the word I was looking? Very aggressive. Okay, he was very aggressive. So this is because there after Guru Gobind Singh died, a ruler chief of the Sikh was Banda Bahadur. Okay, Banda Bahadur. He was the ruler of Sikhs. Now, Sikhs at this point were a bunch of raiding chieftains. They were plunderers. Okay, so basically, this area was plundered by the Sikhs. Okay, so this area was plundered by the Sikhs, and Bahadur Shah himself fought against. He himself camped against Banta Bahadur, and eventually, actually, he even captured him. Okay, so basically, after Banda Bahadur was captured from a fort called as Lohagar, he was publicly executed. Okay, he was tortured and publicly executed. So let me just repeat it again. So there were five major powers. Okay, one was Rajputs, then we have Jats, the Bundelas, the Marathas, and the Sikhs. So the first four, the Rajputs, the Jats, Bundelas, and the Marathas, they were in good terms with Bahadur Shah, but the Sikhs were not. Okay, the Sikh leader Banda Bahadur was captured and later tortured and executed by Farooq Siyar, not by Bahadur Shah. Okay, so then Bahadur Shah died in 1712. He was already a very old man when he ascended to the throne. So he was buried in Moti Masjid, and now this Moti Masjid was built by Bahadur Shah himself. Okay, so now let's look at some MCQs. Okay, so we are going to solve some MCQs. So these are very important for exams like RRB, NTPC, RRB, JE, SSC, and all of them. So we have to solve per chapter at least 5 or 6 questions. These are very important for your exams. Okay, so the first question is the successor of Aurangzeb was Bahadur Shah I. Okay, so we don't have the titles, so we have Kambaksh. Kambaksh is wrong. Okay, Muhammad Azam was also killed. Kambaksh and Muhammad Azam was also killed. Okay, both of them were killed. Akbar II, wrong. Okay, Akbar II actually ruled somewhat in the 19th century. Okay, he was the Mughal ruler in the 19th century. So let's ignore Akbar II. Then we have Muhammad Shah Alam. Yeah, Muazzam Shah Alam. So this is the correct answer. Okay, the first correct answer is Muazzam Shah Alam. Okay, then we have the statements about Bahadur Shah I. Okay, so which of this statement is true about Bahadur Shah I? This is the second question. He made peace with Sikhs, Marathas, and Rajputs. Okay, so this statement is actually kind of wrong. Okay, because he never made peace with Sikh. Okay, so in place of Sikh, if it is Jat, then this statement is actually true. Now he led the charge against Banta Bahadur. Yes, that is actually true. He was relatively tolerant than Aurangzeb. Yes, he was very secular than Aurangzeb. He was tolerant than Aurangzeb. So the actual answer is all of the above. Now this statement is actually wrong. Okay, he made peace with Sikh. It should be Jats. Okay, it is actually error from my side. I'm sorry. Then we have the third question, the important Jat ruler contemporary to Bahadur Shah I. So as I mentioned, Jats were ruler in the northern part. Okay, northern part of, let's say, Haryana and Punjab region, the whole fertile regions. Okay, so the important Jat ruler contemporary to Bahadur Shah was Charuman. Okay, so the answer is C, that is Charuman. Which of these Mughal emperor is known as Shahi Bekhabar? Okay, so I didn't tell you this. Now, as I mentioned before, Bahadur Shah was a weak ruler. Okay, he was tolerant, he was secular, but he was a weak ruler. So that is why the nobles, his officers, named him Shahi Bekhabar, the person who doesn't know anything. Okay, he is clueless, completely clueless. Shahi Bekhabar. Okay, so the ruler was Bahadur Shah I. Okay, so let's look 2 or 3 more MCQs. Okay, so then the fifth question is the Sikh leader executed by Mughal emperor. Now there were some Sikh leaders, the Sikh leaders and gurus executed. One of them was Arjan Dev. Okay, Arjan Dev was executed. He was actually the first Sikh leader who was executed. Okay, Sikh leader or Sikh guru. Then we have Guru Tegh Bahadur. Okay, now after Guru Gobind Singh, okay, Guru Gobind Singh, okay, Guru Gobind Singh wasn't executed, he was actually assassinated. But Guru Gobind Singh was the last Guru of Sikhs, so you must know about this. He was the 10th Guru, the last Guru of Sikhs. Now, after Guru Gobind Singh, he was the last Guru, okay, Guru Gobind Singh. After him, there were a bunch of chieftains, and one of the chieftains was Banta Bahadur. Okay, Banta Bahadur. Banda Bahadur. Okay, so this Banda Bahadur was actually a dacoit, a plunderer. He is revered by Sikhs, but technically he was a lutera. Okay, so he actually plundered the northwest parts of Mughal Empire. So he was actually captured from a fort called as Lohgar. Okay, Lohagar. It is somewhere around the foothills of Himalayas. So he was then tortured and executed. So the correct answer is actually Banta Bahadur. Okay, the correct answer is Banta Bahadur. So we will deal with them later. Okay, in the later stages when we talk about the Sikh Empire, it is actually coming in the course. Don't worry. The Maratha prince released by Mughal emperor. So as I mentioned before, Shivaji was the original ruler. When I say the original ruler, the first ruler of Maratha kingdom, and then he was succeeded by his son Shambhaji. Now Shambhaji was executed. Okay, executed by Aurangzeb. Now when he was executed, Aurangzeb also imprisoned his son, that is King Shahu. Okay, Shahu was imprisoned by Aurangzeb. Now Shahu was imprisoned. So after Aurangzeb's death, Bahadur Shah released Shahu. Okay, for good terms, he released Shahu. Okay, so the answer is Shahu 1. So then we have the seventh question. Let me just remove all these clumsy things. Okay, so when did Muazzam ascended to the throne? Muazzam is Bahadur Shah 1. Bahadur Shah 1 ascended to the throne when Aurangzeb died. Now, as I mentioned, Aurangzeb died in 1707. Okay, so Aurangzeb died in 1707 and Muazzam ascended to the throne in 1707. Then we have the last question, the famous Mundela ruler who started carving out his own kingdom during the 18th century. Okay, so as I mentioned, in the central regions, somewhere in between Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, we have this place called as Bundelkhand. Okay, so these kings were actually quite known for their art and architecture, especially in the regions of Orcha. Have you been to Orcha? It's a really wonderful place, magical place. So the Bundela ruler who started carving out his own empire, his own kingdom during the 18th century was Charuman. No, Charuman was a Jat ruler. Okay, so this is wrong. Shahu one is basically Maratha ruler. Govind Rai was actually the friend or the brother of Prithviraj Chauhan. So this is also wrong. Then we have Chatrasal. Yes, the correct answer is Chatrasal. Excellent.